I don't know why it keeps resetting. Alright now. Hello everybody. Good evening everybody. And welcome to tonight's stream.
Hello IT, have you tried turning it off and on again?
Indeed, I needed tech support. So, how is everybody doing? Welcome to Thursday's stream.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Oh look, there's a Maybell, there's a Shut-Eye, there's a Reuben, there's a Das, there's some lurkety lurkers. There's Selkie, there's Evil. Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's stream. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm embracing some Diawara blue. I felt like I needed to channel my inner Diawara. So I thought I'd smash the blue out. And also it's a bit different, isn't it? I look like Joey from Friends. Lipstick for men. Did you see that episode? Okay, so how has everyone's day been? What have you guys been up to? Have you been doing something interesting and exciting, mundane and boring? I love to hear it all. Tell me how you are. How are the pups, pets, cats, rats, other assorted animals in your life? And how are the people in your life? You remember that episode. I'm glad I'm not by myself, shut up. So yeah, how's everyone's day been? I had quite a productive day. So I normally share my office with a colleague. She's been off the last few days, so I've had the office to myself. I have taken advantage of that. I have smashed through loads of work. I've got lots done. It's been very good. Maybell, you have been shopping for garden furniture and you've given up as it's too expensive. That's fair. Do you have stuff like Vinted and Facebook Marketplace and stuff where you are? Because can I suggest you try maybe getting something that's second hand but in good condition and then upcycling a little bit. So you can get some really nice stuff on there. Mr. Fran and I managed to get this amazing sofa set, like a triple and a double sofa from, I think it was Facebook Marketplace. And they were giving it away for free, and literally it probably was cost £1,000 new, and it had a little bit of wear and tear, but you know, nothing major, and it did us a good couple of years. So, and second hand, you're saving the planet, it's eco-friendly. See, it's a win-win situation. I buy loads of stuff off of there now because 1, it helps other people out, 2, it stops stuff from being produced that doesn't need to be, and 3, it stops all the people who are already rich getting richer. Which, you know, is always a good thing. So, yeah, my day was good, very productive, got lots of paperwork done, smashed through my green folder. Yes! So I feel better about my green folder now, it's good. Apart from that, what else has been going on? So we had a disaster on the way to childcare this morning. So as you know, baby Fran goes to a childminder a couple of days a week. And this morning she asked me to put her songs on in the car. Now what this actually means is that I put nursery rhymes on Spotify, and the car is then filled with the sound of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes, and other assorted nursery rhymes. But this morning I forgot. Dun dun dun, bad mummy. So we got literally, as I'm parking up outside the childminder's house, she was like, "Mummy, I want my songs." And I was like, oh no. Anyway, so I sort of explained, look, we're already here, you know, you're going to be going in now, we can have your songs on the way home. I am an asshole parent apparently, because we had the meltdown of all meltdowns. I want my songs in the car, I'm not getting out of this car, I don't want to go to childcare. You know, when you're like, why did I forget the songs? So anyway, I had to carry a screaming, crying child into the childminders, which is a great look, you know, when all the other parents are judging you. And actually, I think they're just going, she probably just forgot to put her songs on in the car, because they've all been there as well. So I've got her like under one arm, and I've gone like this on the door, and the childminder's come out, and she's like, "Oh dear, what's happened?" And she goes, "I don't want to come in, I wanted my songs in the car, I want to go in the car." Unfortunately, our childminder is so good. She was like, "It's okay, we can put your songs on in here." All the things that I had said, you can have your songs in here we can put your songs on. Anyway, so I was like, seriously, I just tried all this, but no, we had meltdown at mummy. Anyway, she like literally 2 minutes after I'd gone, she was quite happily singing "Do You Know the Muffin Man?" So music is extremely important, and I absolutely get that, but also I am a mummy that's running around. I may or may not have forgotten to set the correct alarm time this morning, and so as Mr. Fran's alarm went off, which goes off about 15 minutes after mine, I was like, I've overslept, and it may only be 15 minutes, but those 15 minutes made a difference. So mummy was in a bit of a rush this morning, which is why mummy forgot the songs. And do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. So if you are a parent, may I suggest you put the nursery crimes on. Oh my life, now there's a TV series we need. Nursery crimes. Put the nursery rhymes on the car and save yourself the bother of the trauma when you get to the childminders. That is my parenting advice for today. Okay, so let's talk about last time, people. Just nursery detectives. So do you think the nursery detective should be played by toddlers or like little kids? Hey, there's a darkness in the house.
And my axe.
Thank you very much for the sub. Look at that, 18 whole months. Good lord, you've put up with me for that long. That's amazing. Sweet Jesus. Thank you for that, Evil. Just checking I'm awake. How you doing, Darkness? Nice to have you back. Hope you're feeling better. How are you, Evil? How's the pups? How's Mrs. Evil? Everything okay?
Darkness, my old friend.
So, back to our new drama series, Nursery Crimes, which will have like dark nursery rhymes playing like really emo style in the background. Toddler detectives. One of them has to take place at a garden centre as well. The nursery at the nursery. Dun dun dun. Where they get their poisonous plants from or something. Toddler detectives. It'll be like Bugsy Malone, but get the kids to play it really straight. If anyone wants to pick up on this, Amazon Prime, anybody like that, Netflix, please do carry on. Nursery Crimes coming to a TV streaming service near you soon. Right. Oh dear, that's hilarious. Right, so earlier Mr. Fran was talking to Das on the headset, and Das suggested that I faff when I'm on stream. The rudeness. I don't faff, I just like to chat to you two, and we go off on frangents like nursery crimes. Okay, so how dare you, Das? So last time, let's talk about last time, dudes. I go on frangents. I know I do, Das, but they're fun. Who doesn't look? Right, tell me now. Who doesn't like a frangent? Alright? I bet you love a frangent in your life. Who wouldn't love a frangent in your life? So last time, I'm trying to get on with the stream. You see what happens? So last time it was, oh my god, the trauma. Right, if you are not at this point in Endwalker, listen away now. Go and make a cup of tea. Get a biscuit. Do not listen because of spoilers. Okay. It was, oh my god, people. Oh my god. So we had to battle Heidelin herself. I know. It was the ultimate test of strength. She was testing us to see whether we were strong enough to go to the ends of the outer universe to find Meteon to save the day. Okay, so we had to go through loads of stuff to get to her. It was, that was hard enough. And then we had to fight her herself. I may or may not have died a few times. There was a lot of floor DPSing. It was so sad. It was sad. So now we have to recover from that we survived the trial together. You may have died a few times too. There was quite a lot of us dying. There was, I think at one point we had to jump off the edge and restart. But we made it in the end. Oh dear. Oh Shah, you died. Everyone is dead, Dave. But it's okay. It was fun. I mean, there was tears, there was trauma, there was high blood pressure. We had it all. So let's not do that again. So that's where we're at. And now we are going to go on and continue post Heidelin. And it was sad. And I may or may not have shed a tear or two. Not Shelby. Okay. Let us go to gameplay. And let us go to speak to Fortunate. Here in the Northern Empty. Okay. That one looks like it's closer. Let's go now. So, how was everyone else's day? I'm still traumatised from last time. But apart from that, I'm alright. So, how are you guys? Is everyone okay? Everyone well? Everyone feeling better? Anyone need any life advice? I'm feeling like I'm full of good advice today. I've given out some good advice to my patients. Right, off we go with a capital P. And are you guys in game tonight? What are you up to? Are you doing your raids? Are you doing some crafting? Are you grinding for tombstones? What are you guys up to? Right, we have to speak to Caroline, who is Irish because it was St. Paddy's Day. Ah, Mistress Callisto, we have been made aware of your coming. Please use the lift here. Relic AR, you have set Party Finder for fast run. Good luck with that. Descend, yes, we shall descend to the lower levels. Straight down this way. Now, is it actually straight down this way? No, we have to go around the outside like 2 trailer park girls. Around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. So, are there lyrics in songs, a bit like that you guys use in your everyday life? I know like we talk about film quotes a lot, but are there any lyrics that you guys sort of quote quite regularly? So we obviously, you know, Mr. Fran and I, we like a musical in our life, and we quite frequently quote Hamilton. Immigrants, we get the job done is quite a regular one. I'm going the wrong way. I know that's unusual for me. So is there any quotes? Oh, hello dudes. Any like lyrics that you like to quote? Because there's a song for every occasion, isn't there? Another Hamilton favourite is "My God," as said by David Diggs when he's playing Thomas Jefferson. Alexander Hamilton, the first US near president to have a sex scandal, and then, you know, the rest of them followed in his wake, although he never made it to president. Never gonna be president now. If you've not watched Hamilton, you absolutely should. It is so good. Definitely worth a good couple of hours of your life to watch it. Right, there's Fortunate. Oh, cheers everybody, by the way. I have got a caramel hot chocolate tonight, extra sweet. Probably should have thrown a spoonful of coffee in there to just keep the bouncing going. I am glad to see you well. Though we could roughly place your souls deep as you went, we could neither see nor hear you. So this is where we travelled into the Aether thing, and basically they couldn't track us because It's a bit like, you know, in the multiverse, when Doctor Strange and the kid he's trying to save, whose name has completely escaped me right now, go into like the paint universe and they're just like liquiding through. That would be fun. So it was a bit like that, only completely different. I like to explain things clearly, as you know. Though we could roughly place your souls deep as you went, we could neither see nor hear you. The fluctuations in your aether near the end gave me quite a fright. What in the world happened? That was fine. It was traumatic. Let's just not talk about it. Okay? We're still not over it. I think it actually might be worse than Hotchfong. I think it was worse than Hotchfong. It was a close call. Ugh. Right, no more though. Okay, that's it now. Right, I'm done. You mean to say Heidelin is... No, there's no time to feel our feelings. We must carry out Heidelin's will without delay. We'll find Meteon if it's the last thing we do. If you wouldn't mind handing over the crystal, that is. The fancy navigatory one. Yes, this is what Heidelin gave us. Do you remember when Meteon zoomed into the outer universe? She put a tracker on her. So this is how we know how to find Meteon. To the edge of the universe, where congregates the despair of countless stars. You are determined to see this through. So Meteon's power doesn't come from aether like ours. It comes from this dynamis, which is basically emotion. So she has stored up all of the emotions of all of the despairs of the stars that have died or ended in conflict, and we're going to get pummeled with that. So that'll be fun. We are. Should words fail us, we will fight to the bitter end. I know that it pains you to accept this. Would that I need to ask nothing more of you. Yet we have only two means to travel the great expanse, the moon and Charlayan's ark. I am all too aware that without both of them there will be no exodus, but I nevertheless beg you to honour the agreement we made. The Forum's decision will be honoured. You have earned the right to use the ship as you see fit, and I could not rescind it even if I wanted to. I mean, it's a half-hearted effort, fortunate. As it happens, I do not, and would do all within my power to aid your cause. Oh, okay, well that's right. Good music. With that settled, might I suggest you rest a while? Rest? Me? Ha! Proving oneself to Heidelin is never easy, and despite our unparalleled genius, we need a day to make the necessary calculations. You may as well take advantage of it. Hello, there's an Amy Lou. Welcome into the chat. How are you doing today? Thanks for joining us. You can chart a course through the sea of stars in a single day. Ye gods. Shall we head above ground for some fresh air then? And perhaps a nap. I love a nap. Who doesn't love a nap? Oh, now, the important question, of course. What did everyone have for dinner? I made a chicken and asparagus risotto. It was very nice. You are good. You thought you'd hop on and say hi. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for popping on and saying hi. How has your day been? And what did you have for dinner? These are very important questions I always ask. I like to get some dinspiration. Right. Okay. Let's go and speak with Onjinka Tsujaka. That's going to be... That is not the easiest phrase in the world. There's dinner. Well, here in the UK, it's like 9:30. No, there's also a Pippin in my life. There should always be dinner. Have you not had dinner, Shatai? Come on now. Would you like some chicken and asparagus risotto? Can I tempt you? Also, where am I going? I've got cats in my life. Hello, Mr. Pippin. Do you want to come and say hello to everybody? You had KFC. Alright, show off. And yes, I left you some risotto for lunch tomorrow. So, Amy Lou comes over every couple of weeks and helps me out by looking after baby Fran. But this is the first time she's come on to see me on stream. You usually have one meal a day around 3 p.m. Shut eye, I would have ended up killing someone if I only ate once a day. I can't eat KFC, people. It upsets my tummy. It's really frustrating. I can eat all the stuff that's not chicken. So I can eat the chips, I can have a corn on the cob, I can have beans, right? But if you give me any of KFC's secret herbs and spices, it puts me in agony for about 3 days. I can't remember if I told you guys this. It's not the nicest story in the world, but I have IBS, and I don't recommend it because it sucks. If you've ever had really bad food poisoning, that's what IBS feels like. So, I had KFC. It caused really bad flare-up of IBS, so I was like, right, I'm not eating KFC anymore. Then one day, I was running really late, and there was a KFC drive-through. And I was like, maybe it was, you know, you do the thing, don't you? Like, maybe it's not the KFC. Maybe it was actually something else. It can't have been that bad. Maybe I'm just remembering it too badly. Anyway, so of course, I went and got KFC, didn't I? Agony for 3 days, people. So, if you have IBS, don't eat your trigger foods. I'd like to point out. You've got some pastries from Olio collection. Oh, I'd love a pastry. Thanks, just if you don't mind bringing them up. Holy guacamole. Look what the cat's dragged in. There's a sabre in the house. Hello, darling. Nice to see you. To see you nice. Just call me Brucey. You alright? We haven't seen you for a while. Hey, there will be no more tears. I am all good, thank you. These so-and-sos made me cry last stream and you missed it. There was actual tears. I mean, it's not going to happen again, clearly. It was a one-off situation. Oh, I want that one. Annex. How is life? How are you doing? Are you still working your retail job? Have you killed any customers yet? Because I would have probably killed somebody. I've got to be honest. Oh dear, where are we going? You have been missing in action. You have been concentrating on work and the gym. Who is this Jim that you talk about? Why? Well done to you. It's very good to be healthy. Aha! I've been expecting you. Right, Mr. Bond. I heard about your foot. What the? Somebody just threw something at me and then ran away. That's rude. I heard about your foray into the ethereal sea. The students have ventured far and wide, but never quite so deep as that. Are you experiencing any after effects from your prolonged exposure? Nausea, dizziness, hauntings? Well, have a pleasant sleep. I will do now. I've just put the idea of hauntings in my head, thank you. And if you do experience any unusual phenomena, please let me know. I shall add it to our records. Well, thank you. Please do. You're still working retail, and you nearly have. You got discriminated 3 times because of your nails by 3 customers. Oh, what's wrong with people? I like your nails. They're uber cool. See, I would obviously do myself some damage if I tried to have. So, Saber's nails are like beautifully decorated and long and spiky because obviously she's a saber-toothed tiger or a saber-clawed tiger. Saber-clawed tiger. So yeah, rude. I like them. I think they're fabulous. So just tell them to get stuffed. Yeah, pop a video of them. I like to see them. You see, I'd have scratched myself in the eye, or also, like, you know, how are you supposed to wipe yourself? If you get an itchy nose, you're stuffed, aren't you? See, these are the things with the high quality of conversation you get in this stream.
There you are.
Hello. Why am I drowning? I would like not to drown.
Some time, indeed. Yes. For you, at least.
Is this hypotenuse? Maybe.
Believe me, I'd meant to get some proper sleep. But here we are, drifting along instead.
Or is it Hermes?
Well, well, you too. And so we remain, to watch and wonder.
Seriously, why am I under the sea? I'm not crossing.
Yes, indeed. To begin, we first must see the end.
Oh no, this is like a cryptic crossword puzzle. Is someone drowning me in my sleep? Because I do not approve of that. Ooh, that's brat. As someone would say, crust on crackers, that's brat. I do say that quite a lot. That's my Sabre quote. So, Amy Lou, this is Dewara. She's the Warrior of Light. She is the champion of Eorzea, the rider of dragons, the guardian of something or the other, and the stealer of pants. I'm not entirely sure where the last one's come from. I stole no pants. She's the hero. Right, there we are. We have sort of slept and had weird dreams. Always good. Does anyone else have weird dreams? Do you guys remember your dreams? I have great dreams. Krill has urgent news. I have really good adventure dreams. And they're really vivid. Seriously? Who keeps coming in and putting something on me? Oh, who are you? Who is that and what you doing? Dear Wara, I trust you had a good rest. An envoy of Master Fortunate arrived not long ago with a message. The Loporrits have determined Meteon's location. Dun dun dun! Excellent. We've been asked to gather at the rostra. I'll meet you there along with the others. Right, I'm going to go outside and see. Who is... Oh, it's you! What are you putting on me? Come back here. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? Hey, don't you hide around here. What are you doing? Hello. Why are you putting spells on me? Are they nice spells at least? What does that one do? It shields me. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I don't mind that, man. Thank you. What are you doing? Are you just hovering around me, or are you actually doing some content? Right, I'm going to find Fortunate. Thank you for my shields. You're just hovering. Go and get yourself something to eat. You haven't eaten for like 3 days. Well, since 3 o'clock. Yeah, I'd have literally killed someone. I couldn't eat 1 meal a day. Mr. Fran tends to go down to 1 meal a day in the summer when it's too hot. But you know, I am a grumpy person if I don't eat. So I've worked out that I need to eat little and often. You know, like, obviously, like, I have a proper dinner, but during the day, if I just have like lots of little bits through the day, it controls my sugar quite well, rather than me being like and all grumpy. So if you're having issues with feeling hungry, or you're struggling a bit with like eating too much during the day, try having lots of little bits instead of having like 3 big set meals, and it might just help you. So Mr. Fran and I came up with this the other day because I was really struggling with eating too much, but I'm still hungry. So now having lots of like smaller bits, it seems to be that I'm less likely to kill anyone, which is always which is for the best, I feel. So it might work, and it might not. It might be a rubbish idea, but I'm giving it a go. Okay, here we go. I like that one. That's good. Right, here we are with the dudes. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you know, the Loporrits have deduced the whereabouts of Meteon by means of a crystal bequeathed to us by Hydaelyn herself. Let's just not talk about it. Your quarry's location is a place far beyond the moon, in the furthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, at the edge of creation. I mean, I've always wanted to go there. It sounds like a lovely holiday destination. The edge of creation. A veritable Ultima Thule. Oh no, not Ultima. Ultima Zen Bandly. Indeed. How then are we to reach it? An excellent question. Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion systems, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultima Thule, but the Midred other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel through the Sea of Stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess aether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our hyper hopper into your aether burner, just making up words now, a hyper hopper, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the end of the universe in no time at all. What do you mean we, Rabbity? Father, does this mean? Bear in mind, this decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Loporrit's proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit the Ark to this endeavour would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate to the moon and to resettle on another star. Needless to say, the proposition invited fierce debate. In the end, however, the Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Hydaelyn believed you possessed of the strength needed to overcome this crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Hydaelyn's own making. Therefore, if in the 11th hour she would profess another means by which we may seek salvation, we would be fools to dismiss it out of hand. Fly, you fools. Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of this star. Okay, well there's no need to rub it in, Jesus. There's no need to remind us. We were there. That is why we have chosen to place our faith in Hydaelyn. In you. The Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. We are going to the Sea of Stars, people. We are going to the edge of creation. So, we've got an observatory in Greenwich, and they do all kinds of like interactive shows, and I think that Brian Cox has has narrated one of them, and I think that Tom Hanks has done one as well. I actually really want to go. Baby Fran is quite into the moon at the moment. She loves looking for the moon. She likes, we talk about the moon, and we get books with the moon in it. So I might take her up there. Or is she a bit young? What do you guys think? What of all the people that have laboured so tirelessly to prepare the evacuation? Blech. What of all the people that have laboured so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be furious. I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Glacius. Let's do it. Day trip to the observatory coming up. Cool. Nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of adamantite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest, quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Hello, Gameplay Boy 2222! 2222, huh? How you doing? Nice to have you with us. Are the Loporrits too willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening when we said we were born of Hydaelyn's love for Etheris and its people? If it means your survival, we would do anything to help. and you'll most certainly have needs of our expertise where you're going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life. An otherwise vexing problem of our know-how can remedy. Besides, Heidelin chose us to lead the way to Meteon. Why else would she give you a crystal only we can decipher? You go, Living Way. Boom. But more importantly, we are perfectly content to evacuate Etheris until you brought us here, Arrangier. And now we're enamoured with the place, so what choice do we have but to save it? Save the world. Save the cheerleader, save the world. I liked Heroes, it was good. Has anyone watched Heroes? Of course, none of this is possible without you and the Scions, so I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? Dramatic music. Good pause in the background. I didn't go all the way to talk to Heidelin for nothing. Come on now, people. You couldn't stop us if you tried. We'll avert the final days, whatever it takes. Well, we've come this far and tried so hard. You couldn't stop us if you tried. We'll avert the final days. We'll do whatever it takes. Oh, we've come this far. So I'm going, well, we've come this far. Can't back down now. Oh. Very well. We shall inform the Forum of your decision and begin preparations to bolster the Ark with the, Hyper Hopper. It's just such a bad name, oh my god. The Loporrits will coordinate with the Isabard contingent to have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. For now, pray take your ease. We're not very good at that. Just saying. It would seem there is naught to do but rest and repair, shall we? Okay then. Let's eat some food, have a little sleep. It sounds amazing. When do I get to do that? Speak to Alphino, of course. I don't get to do that. Right. I don't like to go round. I'll just jump. So, I have something to say that these words I never thought would cross my lips. Okay. As you know, I spoke last time about the Into the Manosphere documentary that Louis Theroux did, and this guy, whose name is HS Tiki Toki, and every time I say it, I laugh because there was someone who commented, it sounds a bit like a digital sneeze, and now every time I say it, that's all I hear. HS Tiki Toki. He did an interview with Piers Morgan. Now, don't get me wrong, at the best of times, Piers Morgan is mostly an idiot. Okay. It comes to something when someone makes you more annoyed than Piers Morgan does. So, I'm unsure why this kid decided to do an interview with Piers Morgan after how awfully he was portrayed in the documentary that he did. But anyway, and for once in his life, right, Piers Morgan actually had people on his side. It will never happen again. But so, and the thing is, this blinking guy, HS Tiki Toki, right, showed a picture of Piers Morgan's wife. She was laying by the pool in a bikini, and over the comment was something like, "Poor boy wanted, no experience needed." Now, I can understand that Piers Morgan was fed up with this guy because he is just an idiot. But at this point, he stormed out and he went, "There's just no point in talking to you." And I was so frustrated because what Piers Morgan could have done is gone, "Yes, I am secure in my relationship with my wife, and I understand that this was a joke. And therefore, I don't need to, fly off the handle about it because we are adults. And as adults, we have a sense of humour. And we understand that this wasn't anything that she meant. It was just humour." But he didn't. He stormed out, and what an absolute shame, because he could have shown what a grown-up, sensible relationship is like, but instead he stormed out. And I can understand that HS Tiki Toki would drive anyone insane, but you know, he was calling him a simp and a soy boy and all these insults that they give to men who they think are not alpha enough. But I just thought, what a shame. Piers Morgan, you had the chance to prove to the world that, you know, that you were a man to this little boy, and instead you stormed out. And what an absolute shame, because you could have showed what a great grown-up relationship is. And I just kind of, for the one time it will ever happen, I was kind of on Piers Morgan's side, and I just wanted him to do so well, and then it just was ruined. This documentary has absolutely gone, you know, like to the creation point of creation, through the sea of stars. It's gone stratospheric. Everyone's kind of talking about it, and yeah, not in a good way. So, as I said last time, if you've got young teenagers in your life, watch it with them. Make sure they understand. Don't let them listen to these idiots. Right, let's talk to Alpha now. Ere we depart, we must leave nothing undone. Quite. Though it is difficult to conceive of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where Dynamis governs all. Nevertheless, Heidelin deemed us worthy of the trials that await. For lack of any other feasible options at this late stage, let us trust in her judgment and face Meteon as we are. Which leaves the not-so-small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and Tataru. That rhymed. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. We will be praying for your safe return. Mayhap it will affect the Dynamis for the better. With that settled, we should get some rest and make the most of our time we've been afforded. Tataru! The meeting's over, is it? You were in there for so long, I started to worry. What did they have to say? Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. In a nutshell. The edge of creation? I see. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return, and you will return. Actually, dear, could I borrow you for a moment? You do it on Nin. Oh, you're doing it on Ninja. Okie dokie. Nice. How's your ninja coming? Looks like your plans for the interim are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back at the Baldassian Annex. Alright? Nice. How you getting on with Ninja? Darkness, you popped in and then you've disappeared. Are you okay, my old friend? How are you? How's life? How's the fam? How is everything? Come with me to the Agora. I have something to show you. Right. What you got? Right. Down, down, down the stairs we go. Has anyone else managed to watch this Manosphere Ting yet? Next one. It's going good. Your knees don't want to work with you. Oh dear, those dastardly knees. Mr. Fran has the same trouble with his knees sometimes. Which one? I've gone the wrong way. I have gone the wrong way. I know that's unusual for me. No. swollen and very hot. No, not that problem. Which is the other side of this building. Right, how do I get back up there? No, his like to click and then seize up. Which is, you know, fun. Fun times. Welcome, dear Wara, to Tataru's Taru Boutique. That's how it started with you. Oh, joy. Thanks for Abel. I've always done my best to provide the Scions with fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I make an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one could ask for. Not that I'm playing favourites, but you are the warrior of light. Faced with this unprecedented crisis, I knew you would need an ensemble unlike anything I've created before, and I wouldn't be able to do it alone. So, after enlisting the aids of the world's finest artisans, I finally created and completed my career-defining masterpiece. But then inspiration struck, and I saw a golden opportunity just begging to be seized. With the help of some Thavnavian refugees, I decided to set up shop right here in Charlayan. Of course, I would never charge you for any of our works. Perish the thought! I didn't even think it. Ooh. Vasharuda? How are things coming along? Everything is in order, Mistress Tataru. We will be ready to open shortly. If he rests on time, it comes good. Do not what you did, and then take painkillers and do even more. I mean, if you could impart this knowledge to Mr. Fran, please do. I've tried to hammer that into his head. He does not listen to me. Which is why I brought you here to be our very first patron. Would you mind waiting here for a moment longer? Okay. I can wait here for a moment. That I can do. I quite like my outfit at the moment. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder. I have none. Right. Here we go. And I'm chilling, and I'm chilling, and I'm chilling. There's one good thing, you know. It's going to rain or get colder. Yes, we do know that already. Ah, I did not expect to find you here. Ah, cool. I imagine Nidhana would also wish to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our dragon scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the Aether Banner. This simulacrum, too, will stay in Charlayan, while I oversee matters in Razat Han. It is rather a convenient means to keep abreast of developments pertaining to the final days or anything else. It also allows me, after a fashion, to watch after my people in this distant land. Varshan! I was hoping you'd stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me here at the boutique. Please, it is I who should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have been blessed with newfound purpose. And you have blessed them with newfound purpose, and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, when they can at last return home to Radzatan, the experience and knowledge they have gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the artistry and commerce of our land. In fact, I came here to see how your new employees are settling in, and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It's an opportunity for me as well, believe you me. Your artisans have taught me so much about Thavnarian craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. I can't wait to see what kind of wonders we come up with. As long as it's not like the other outfits I was put in before. I pray you every success in your endeavours, Mistress Tataru. Before coming here, I heard word of the forum's decision, of what will soon be attempted. It was only then that I finally understood why my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. In the boundless dark, the light of brimming life must have been blinding in its splendour. You journey unto the heavens to protect that light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail, and restore peace and tranquillity to this star. Well, I'm going to try my best. Would that Ardwen was alive to see it. I should like to visit Radzat Han again when this is all over. I worry your faith in me moves place. No. Would that he were allowed to say? I'm going to say I should like to come visit you once I'm back. And we should be honoured to receive you. There is still much of Radzat Han you have yet to see. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Fare you well, and remember, the people of this star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you. I do really like the fabric and the outfits here. They are beautiful. So one of my my bestie Fran, her other half comes from an Indian family, and she had to wear a sari for one of their wedding celebrations. I'm so jealous. I would love to wear a sari. They're so beautiful. And hopefully that's not, cultural appropriation, because I wouldn't want to do that. But I would love to, just because they're so beautiful. Is that allowed? If I have any Indian people, is that okay? Am I allowed to do that? Ugh. Where must I go to get a meal with some flavour in this wasteland of taste? That sounds like Thancred. No? Yes? Maybe. No, oh no, it's a manual name. Diawara, oh, I've got to find me farmer accent. There it is. Diawara, old girl. My, whatever are you doing here? A new boutique, you say? I had been meaning to expand my wardrobe. Yeah, something with a little more flair, perhaps, befitting a man in my station. This is not quite the farmer accent I had in mind, but hey-ho. Though I have nowhere to flaunt, said Raymond, so long as my confinement continues indefinitely. The young Lord Forton insists that, so long as there is work to be done, no matter how trivial, I must abide here in Charlayan. Thus do I toil, though every fibre of my being rails against it. Why, I've even suffered the company of that brute Sicard to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. Yet he was the one granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. So I suffer instead for his otherwise welcome absence, now burdened with extra busy work. And without honour here, there's no one to prepare my meals. I came here in the hope of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. Alas, the Charlayan delicacies I've sampled were lacking in every respect. Have you tried Archon loaf? You can find it in the shops. If a hearty meal is what you're after, I'd suggest the last stand. The cafe over there on the pier. Their cuisine didn't look that appealing, but if you vouch for their cooking, perhaps I'll give it a go. Thank you for the suggestion, and ta-ta for now, old girl. What are you calling old girl, you cheeky little git? The audacity. Right, I've been waiting here for a while, Tataru. Like, seriously, it's getting dark. I can see the moon. Let's get cracking. Why is some bloke on the floor? Or am I just going to have little random chats with everyone while I'm just standing here like a tin of milk? Honestly, I'd have needed a wee or a drink by now. Well, is that Diawara and Tataru I spy? Yes, I'm just going to have random chats with everyone. No, there she is. Hancock, what are you still doing here? You said you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan. After all, any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is well beyond my purview. But what manner of entrepreneur would squander an opportunity to study the markets of the northern seas? Worry not, I will return straight away to Kagane once I have finished. Of course, you would find a way to turn this crisis to your advantage. She wounds me, the industrious woman running a new boutique. I am not blind to the travails of those who fight on the front lines to deliver us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence they will succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devoutly, then why not put your money where your mouth is? Nice Tataru. Fair enough, Tataru, fair enough. I sounded like Del Boy then. Alright, Rodders, play it cool. There is not more I can do to help ready the Ark and her heroes for their maiden voyage. But on your return, I shall host a grand celebration in your honour at the Boquero Inn. Accommodations are quite costly, given the reputation of said establishment, but the East Aldenard Trading Company would be honoured to foot the bill. Will there be lemon cakes? I appreciate the gesture, but no thank you. No, it's all about the lemon cake. Let's be honest, there's going to be cake. Oh, a woman of tart tastes, I see. You have no idea. Yes, there will be lemon cakes and much, much more. The finest delicacies the world and Lord Lolorito have to offer. Ugh, I hate Lord Lolorito. But let us speak more of this upon your return, lest I draw even more of Tataru's ire. Until next we meet. I'm loving a saucy little jazzy kind of number in the background. It's good. It's not the chocobo music, but it is good. It makes you want to kind of like shimmy. Oh, now who? Come on, Tataru, get cracking with my new outfit. Who haven't we spoken to yet? Ah, Diwara, decided to spend your time at the markets, did you? Hey, it's Biggs and Wedge! Can I get a notorious? It's my dudes! Tataru! Biggs! Wedge! I take it work on the Ark proceeds apace. Aye, it does indeed. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Charlayan and Rads Ahan has been a rewarding experience, and that's to say nothing of what we've learnt from the Loperites. Can I get a notorious? The Ark is unlike anything we've ever had the pleasure to work on. Even Nero was rendered speechless on more than one occasion. Blimey. Now that's saying something. I can't wait for you to see it. It's the BOGGS. Notorious. I'll just do it myself then. And you'll never guess who paid us a visit before we came to Charlayan. Alpha, I think he sensed the coming danger and returned to check on us. He was always one to turn up in a time of need, and I suppose that's why he decided to join us here in Charlayan. Good thing too. I don't know how he does it, but he has a knack for just brightening up your day just by being there. A bit like me, everybody. It's still hard to believe we have the means to send you off into the greatest expanse, though, to the farthest known reaches of, well, everything. I never thought I'd live to see such marvels, yet here I am. More often than not, you and the Scions are the catalysts that sparks the needs for these great innovations. To think how much I'd missed out on had I not been a member of the Ironworks. An awful lot of work, to be fair, and the privilege of being worked like a cart chock-a-bone. Ah, there is that too. As busy as we've been, I wish there was more we could do for you, dear Wara. But no matter what happens, we have to keep believing for a brighter future. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Anyway, that we do, my friends. That we do. And one filled with even more adventure. To infinity and beyond. I love pigs so much. They're so cool. When you head back, would you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with refreshments? That's very kind of you, Tataru. They'll be glad to hear it. And on that note, Wedge and I should get going. Still a few more supplies to gather before we return. He's so cool. What a dude. Notorious. It's the B-I-double-G. Terribly sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you please. Okay, let's go. Stiff shoulders, people. Got to do some right. Let's all just do a little shoulder roll. Alright, because we've all probably been sitting for a bit long. If a shoulder roll forwards, backwards, and a big deep breath in. Nice big deep breath out and a big stretch up. Around. That's it. A little bit of self-care. A little bit of self-care. Right. I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. This is Vashadu from Pakistan. Haven't we met before? We met before. She's one of the people we rescued from the big, scary, turning people into monsters thing. When we rescued the baby. Ah yes, it was you who helped us at Pasula. And again when crossing the ice fields, was it not? There's our Pokemon, go go go. I doubt we exchanged little more than glances then, but it is kind of you to remember me. Thanks to Mistress Tataru, I and many of my friends have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It is only natural to that's hard to say in an Indian accent. It is only natural to feel fear in the face of such calamity. In such times we must look to each other for strength and succor. I know not whether we will come to call this place home or return to Thavner, but we are here today and are glad to have contributed to the cause. And contribute they did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them, and I have every confidence they will keep you safe in the battle to come. Well, I hope so. That's shot eye catching all the Pokemon. Gods, to think how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the Waking Sands. From the rising stones to the falling snows, and even a certain insufferable someone's Ruby Bazaar. We were always fortunate to find friends along the way. Yeah, well, that's because you hung out in a pub. Even when you were swept away to the first, Grahatir was there to grant you sanctuary. When he swept me. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Yours has been a long, long journey, and I've been privileged to watch, often with bated breath, as you persevered time and time again. You need to complete your Pokédex somehow. I need some more Pokeballs, and I don't know how to get them. For all the joy we've shared, there's been much sorrow as well. But I've long since learned you can't have one without the other. Yin and yang, highs and lows, etc. It's important. Because otherwise you don't appreciate what you've got. Which is why I promised to send you off to the Sea of Stars with a smile. That was mildly terrifying. And you can be certain I'll be the first one to welcome you back on your return. Right. I quite like my outfit at the moment. In addition to your new ensemble, we have raiments and weaponry for every need, so please feel free to browse our stock. Why, thank you. You may now obtain job-specific gear from Vashuda. The weapons and gear can be equipped at level 89, however all item stats be subject to level sync. Upon reaching level 90, these items are no longer synced. Furthermore, the gear can be dyed upon completion of the job role quest associated with the job. Okay, cool. Give me my stuff. Level 89 gear. Nice! Though delighted by your patronage, Red Tartar is ready to send me on my way. I realise you've still got lots to do before you depart, so I won't keep you any longer. I do hope you can find a moment to yourself, and that the others can as well. They said they were returning to the Baldassian Annex, although I doubt they stayed long. If you decide to go looking for them, I suggest speaking with Kral first. I'm sure they would have told her their plans. Okay, so let's first of all put on my gear. So, was she supposed to be giving me better gear or no? Or do I buy it off of... I need this stuff to be all organised. That's it, isn't it? I think that Mr. Fran went through and had to sort it out. I have to go to Old Charlene to get it. Okay, fair enough. There we go. Let's have a look what the hat looks like on. Oh, that looks quite cool. Okay. Right. Shall I go and get the gear? What have I got on at the moment? Level 88. So I should go and get it. Would be a good idea. Right, let's go to Old Charlene. Charlene. Where do I go to in Old Charlene? Mysterious maiden with a locked box. What's in the box? Am I allowed to play with her locked box? Or is she going to tell me off? It's locked tight. Okay. Well, maybe we shouldn't go around stealing locked boxes then. Right. Where do I go for my new stuff? Over there. Right, that's the next part of the quest. Or do I carry on with the quest and then... Right, let's go to the Baldassian Annex then. Because I don't want to go on my, you know, next bit if I haven't got the right stuff on. You're back. I take it you received your gift from Tataru. I'm not entirely sure I did, actually. It was a surprise long in the making, with many, many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it realised, and with great success. If you're looking for the others, though, they've already taken their leave. Ishtola, Thancred and Orangier have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alice and Grahatir, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over books at Numenon. As for Alphino and Estinian, well, they've elected to pay a visit to the Olivier estate, although Estinian seems somewhat reluctant to go. I'm sure they would all be glad for your company if you were minded to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I'd suggest heading to the last stand before Ishtola and the others finished eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into a battle or a fatigued mess, so do remember to get a good night's sleep. Right, go and get my gear. So where do I go for my gear? I would have thought, why didn't Tataru just give it to me when I spoke to her? There's nothing else in my inventory, is there? Just get my stuff mended while we're here anyway. Down by the docks. Next, down by the docks we go. Do you mean the harbour? Oh, there, maybe. Sights of the end. Right. Friends gathered. I've got a locked one. Oh, that's the loaves. Books. Faculty. Is it that one? Sights of the end? What am I looking for? Oh, I need to go down Scholars Harbour anyway, so let's start there. Down by the docks, so where do I need to go? I'm going to go this way to find Thancred because I need to do that anyway, and then it's weird that Tataru didn't just tell me where to go. Dilwara. Come to make our trio a quartet, have you? Please have a seat and we'll see about getting you a drink.
Your business with Tataru was finished.
I've got a new hat.
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
The more I learn, the less I know.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
It's in the market, you think, where
What
Tataru
will we
would
learn
take
at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
I need to go back to Tassery then. I did think it was weird that it wasn't just there.
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine.
The vendor gives it for free. Well, then why didn't the vendor light up?
But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
We will do it, Thancred. It's up from the market board north of the 8th Europe Plaza, okay. You've nothing left to prove, not to Reen or Minfilia. We'll get through this together. Just make sure you bring enough ammunition. Oh, thank you. We'll get through this together. Because that's the best way. I've got very steampunk with that.
Gods, it feels like only yesterday that we went on that mission to Drybone.
I know. And now look, you're stuck with me.
We've both changed much since then, have we not?
Well, you're thank Dad. Thank Dad. Thank Dad. No, I can't say it. Dad cred now.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home.
See, this is very civilised. Pizza, cake, sandwich, hot dog.
In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust is settled.
90 gear tombstones is when I finish the last part before we post quests. Okie dokes.
What with the primals and Asians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies.
Yeah, there's always another
In all
challenge.
seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
That is 89 gear I can
Indeed.
get.
Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out.
I might retire to Costa del Sol.
After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
No. We've done our bit.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after.
Oh, Thancred.
But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change.
No, what else would you do with yourself? Honestly, you'd get bored.
Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world.
Your nose is always in a book around you.
If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear.
Helavel 98 gear scales up to 90 and I might like the glam. Okay, the glam is very nice. Okay, well I'll check that out in a minute then.
What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
I got click, I forgot about that bit.
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds.
Smart. You use it on your ninja. Nice.
'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you.
Well, you know, you wouldn't want me to get bored now, would you?
And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Nope.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
I'm going to be a dancer in Costa del Sol. I'm going to sip cocktails while people wave me with a palm leaf.
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast?
To the end of the world, as
To
you know.
victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
Cheers. This is very sexist. How come they've both got tankards of beer and it's Toby and I've got wine? Not that I'm complaining, because I would always prefer wine over beer, but still, I might want a tankard of wine. There's a bar near us, which is a German Umpar bar, and it's really good fun, and they serve cocktails and steins, and you can dance on the tables, and it's just brilliant. It's called Beer Keller. If you're ever down in Kent Way and you're looking for a good night out, you get to dance on the benches to an Umpar band playing, covering hit songs, and drinking steins of cocktail and eating far too much bratwurst and other assorted German food, and it's a great night out. So yeah, highly recommend it. I've done a lot of dancing on tables there, or benches. You're not allowed to dance on a table. Right, let's see. So, hang on, let's go back to Tataroo. Right, you said you pinned it, didn't you? In old Charlene. Charlene. Where am I now? I'm down by there. Okie dokes. Let's go. Might got you right in the way. That guy there. I'll be back, dudes. I'll be back. Hold that for me. If I go to this aetherite shard, then if I can go to the... This still sounds like a little Spanish guitar playing. Oh. Hello, Thomas. Oh, why can't I invite... I can join your party. Hello. I have a flag. I'm heading towards the flag. It's up the stairs somewhere, isn't it? See, the woman didn't pop up with like a little ting. Where is she? V began with a V. Yeah, she's got no like thing on her, which is a bit magical range DPS. That's me. Oh, and it's just all free. Wow. Okay. So which one do I get? What am I? I'm a summoner. All free for every class. Okay. Thermitage. Grimoire. That's me, isn't it? Grimoire for summoner. So one of them. Red mage. Pixmancer. Head. It's black mage, that's not me. Summoner. That's a black mage. Summoner. This is much easier than... Gloves. Trousers. Easy for you to say. Convoker. Oh, okay, like Invoker. I get it. And that's it. That should be all of it. Okay, let's put it on. Stuff. Convoker stuff. Ooh, oh, that does look cool. I've got a horn. Look at my thing. I need to zoom in. We need a picture of Diora in our new gear. Excuse me, Tattoo. Oh, I'll come and stand next to you, my pirate friend. You look very piratey. But you kind of look like, you know, the West India Trading Company not pirates from Captain Jack Sparrowy types. You look like you're doing a Power Rangers move right now. Oh, brilliant. Right, I think I might have to... oh, Gordon, and now he's dancing. And now he's dancing. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is a new... oh, that's a new... what's it called? Profile picture right there. Thank you very much. Right, thank you for the help, everybody. Let me go back to Ishtola now. Right, let me go away. Oh Lord, everyone's wandering over this way now. Got my stuff. Hello, Das. Right. Off we go. Back to Ishtola. I'm lost. Where have I gone? Oh no, that's not. Honestly, I have no sense of direction. Go. Right, Ishtola, I've got a new outfit. I've got new stuff. Oh, and it upped my hit points by like 1,000. That's handy. Nice. I liked... do you remember ages ago I had a different unicorn horn that looked super cool? I think I like the other one better, but you know, who doesn't love a unicorn horn anymore? Sorry about that, dudes. I had to go and get some stuff. Leaving so soon? I suppose it's for the best if you'd rather not explore the bottom of a bottle with a Rangier. I dare say the others would welcome your company as well, if you can find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then that is all that matters. Alright, let's go find Alice. Oh, she's not that far away, that's handy. And where's Alphino? Is he any closer? Oh, no, right the other side, of course. Because why, you know, make life easy for anybody. If we're going to Alphino first, he's up there. The Levier estate. The Levier? It's Levier, not Leviosa. Let's start with Alfie. He's further away. Okay. We're just literally running through grass now. The wrong way. This is so good, this piece of music. Although it does now just remind me of last stream. Why? A bit achy today. Ugh. Probably because I've been sat like this for too long.
What brings you here?
To check up on you, obviously.
So you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil?
I mean, it's got form. There's history, Alfie.
All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see.
I mean, who wouldn't? Yes,
My
dude.
mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
I bet Estinian literally loved that. the most antisocial person in the entire world who walked off from hospital treatment because he didn't want to talk to people. And you thought, I know, I'm going to bring him round to meet the folks and have a spot of tea.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face. I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Give him a dragon to defeat any day of the week.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink.
Oh, you grump, Estinian. There's nothing wrong with a cup of
The
tea.
thought of fleeing crossed my mind. But what then? I'd never hear the end of it. Least of all from Tataru.
It's true.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress.
Oh, he's just
It's
been
just-
a tart, don't worry.
It was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning.
But it's good to cover all the bases.
Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today.
Smart. You're planning.
After all, tomorrow is never promised.
After all, tomorrow is another day.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family.
True that.
Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Wait!
What?
Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me.
Oh, blimey. Do you know what? This is like, you know, in those movies where it's the end of the world, you know, there's a tsunami coming, there's a meteor about to crash into Earth, or some sort of like wild giant creature that's come up from the deep and about to swallow the world, right? And someone has to stop to have like this heartfelt conversation and declare their love and probably have a kiss. And I'm like, is this the time? It's now really time for it. Like, the Earth is about to be ruined, and you think now is the time to not run away from the tsunami, but to stop and have a heartfelt little chat. I mean, really, there's time for that afterwards. And there's a Pokemon.
To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
Could be a good source of inspiration. Do you know what a good source of inspiration is? Is watching people run away from the, you know, alien craft or the earthquake or the volcano eruption. That's inspiring. Like, sensible people, they're running away from the danger. Running away is a good option. Run away. I haven't done lots of that recently. I mean, I'm too busy lying on the floor.
Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I really like Alphino's necklace.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today.
True.
Nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit.
Also true. Go to be right back.
I am ever grateful.
Okay. I suppose I ought to thank you both as well. You were never one to forsake a friend, Alpha. No. I'll be counting on you. You were never one to forsake a friend. And you made sure we rescued everybody.
No, I'm not. And I'm proud of that.
So you should be. I don't like this hat. I'm going to have to take it off. It looks stupid. I liked the other one better. I don't like this one. Although it would be really good for stabbing people. Like, I could charge at them. So, I don't know if I mentioned to you guys. You were trying to get rid of the Discord widget loaded. Oh, okay. So, Baby Fran is very into this cartoon at the moment called Spidey and His Amazing Friends. It's basically Spider-Man, but for toddlers. And it's got a character called Rhino in it. And he's obviously, he runs with a horn and stuff. So, I just feel a little bit like that at the moment. Yeah, I do know how to do it. Obviously, I just put the hat on that I just got because I quite liked it. But now I have a stupid horn I don't like. The rest of it's fine. Okay. Let's go find Alice then. What's going on here? Oh. She's over there, so I want Studium. Let's go to that. Off to the Studium we go. No, I don't know how to get rid of the widget thing. Pudding way! There she is. Up and follow. Ooh, okay, I just literally just stood on Graha. Sorry, Graha. It's a bit unnecessary. You try speaking with Alice, but she's fast asleep. Fair enough. Well, she obviously needs to rest, so that's good. I know it doesn't look like a very comfortable sleeping position.
Oh.
Everyone's having a little snooze grill. They're tired people.
Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come.
Let's hope so. Let's hope they're nice dreams.
Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late.
I mean, they could have put themselves in a bed, I'm just saying. Would have been a lot more comfortable.
Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over.
I'm happy. I'm just chilling with my friends. I'm good.
From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed.
I mean, maybe we should put them in a comfortable bed. That's not going to have neck ache really bad. Oh,
to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world.
That's cool. I'm going to go and rule with Lord Hyan. I'll be perfectly happy with young Jason Momoa. Oh dear.
There is so much that life has to offer. So much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear.
So, you guys must know the feeling. Not when you're driving, obviously, but you've fallen asleep in a car or on a plane or something, and you're at that sort of scrunched up awkward angle and your head falls forward, and then you wake yourself up and all that, and then you end up with neck ache. Like, you've done nothing and you're still aching. Is it just because I'm old? Could just be because I'm old. By the way, Hello, Kingdom Link. Thank you for your help. You snuck in without saying hello, or did I miss that earlier? And how are you? Thank you for helping, and thank you for being here. And thank you to anyone else who's watching in VR or on catch up, or like via YouTube or anything. Thank you very much for joining me. I always appreciate you being there. And please do leave a comment, because I will always reply.
So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness.
Come what may.
When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget.
You've got a Grahatir. That's cool.
But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
Well, yeah, we need them for the dynamists. Obviously. You're gonna have neck ache, mate.
This feels familiar. Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What are you... What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
You obviously needed it, dude.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Right, this isn't rubbish saying.
How
Sleeping,
embarrassing.
babies don't sleep very much. Babies wake up every couple of hours.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
Right, what are you going to do about it?
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
Me and Creel agree on this. Absolutely, 100%. Don't babies sleep a lot for the first few days after being born? They do, but they also wake up every couple of hours to be fed, or to be changed, or to just make sure that you're still there, because they don't know that they're a separate entity from their mummy. And so they want to know that mummy is there looking after them. If they can't smell you or feel your heartbeat, then they're like, whoa, dude, squaning. So yeah.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
Well, I just came over to check on you and you were
I
asleep.
had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
Very responsible, Creel.
And you?
I came to check on you lot. It's a secret. Just enjoying a little peace and quiet. Except the snoring. No one is that lively and they've just woken up. She says. Oh dear. Right, back into... Hello. Who is this random person? Who are you? Are you somebody I know? No, somebody else. Okay. Where am I? I've forgotten already. Where am I? Oh, over there. Okay, that way we go. So, one of the things I've noticed after paying attention to all this toxic masculinity stuff that's going around at the moment is that we don't give the men in our lives enough compliments and enough emotional support and enough just enough kind of space for them to understand how much they're loved and wanted. So my challenge to you this week, my dudes, is to let your partner or a male friend in your life or somebody that's important, a male relative, just give them a compliment, give them some emotional time to talk and to feedback and stuff, because it's so important. And you know, guys don't get that really. They don't get kind of that emotional support necessarily from friends, because you know, it's, especially now they're like, it's not manly and all that rubbish, but it is really important. So that's my challenge to you this week, is to give a compliment to one of your male friends or partner or family member, and just give them a bit of emotional support and a kind of emotional space to kind of feed back to you that they're okay and whether there's anything they want to talk about. And I think that, you know, we need to kind of try and do this a bit more to combat this nonsense that's going on in the world. Okay, so that's Fran's challenge for this week. Welcome back, Tiawara. Return to catch a few final winks before embarking on your mission, I presume. You'll be happy to know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoy the sweetest of dreams on this final night before the big day. Thank you, no pressure or anything. That night at the Royal Menagerie in Alamigo. Okay, that's not where I was expecting to go. Ooh, who are you? Who is this dude? Should I recognise you? I seem to know the nose. But I don't know why. This girl is on fire! Oh boy. Oh, somebody. Oh no, it's Xenos! Oh, blimmin' heck, I knew the names.
What you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you?
I mean, if there was ever an example of toxic masculinity, I'm just saying.
And what was it that you sought in me?
Cool, what are you up to now? Ugh. He's just a problem. And thus it dawns. The day of reckoning. No pressure or anything. Whoa.
How often have we thus assembled?
Avengers. Assemble.
To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
There's a Pokemon.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments, from the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too.
Yep. Many places.
Be it Ishgard or Kugane. We were fortunate to find sanctuary, wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready.
Oh my.
The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel.
Naturally. Our little rabbity
They
friends.
will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule.
Nothing good ever starts with Ultima. Would Stola still be able to see? Because she relies on seeing people's Aether.
Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteon. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
I mean, nobody wants to do it, but we all do what's needed. Aether is still on everything that lives and on the land. Okay,
We are.
so she can still see. Good.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words.
Thalmasane, the new medicine. Side effects include. If you missed that on last stream, you will not get that what I'm talking about.
You must triumph.
No pressure, Krill.
What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether.
I'd like us all to get home, thank you.
Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph.
It is my plan.
Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
That's not a smiley face, Tattery. You promised me a
Wait.
smile. Pippin's sleeping in a pile of clean
Both
washing.
Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here.
Sorry, so Pippin's decided to sleep on a pile of clean washing, because of course. And he's literally just turned over and is on his back in the cutest position with his feet all up in the air like this. If you've got cats, you'll know what I mean.
Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
Sorry, I have a picture of Pippin being cute. Naturally. You can count on it. You too, Tattery. We can't count on it, can we? Because we don't know what we're walking into. Oh, I've got 6 minutes, people. Can we do this bit in 6 minutes? Of course we can. Okay. She's ready to send me off with a smile. Thank you. I suppose this is where we part ways. For now, at least. Would that I had sage words of wisdom to offer you before you depart. Mayhap the teachings of Galuf Baldassian will suffice. Surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them, and there find true strength. What one sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think, but for me, it would be the things I cherish most in life, things I believe are worth fighting for. Excuse me. Just made the cat jump there. Something to consider as you venture into the Sea of Stars? Alright. Yeah, we've got 4 minutes. We can totally do this. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong way. Dear Warren. I have gone all the way around the outside, like two trailer park does. Let's try and find the lift operator. She's the lift operator. Turn it up. Down to Labyrinthus. Yeah, just to take it. And then what I'm hoping is this is kind of going to set us up ready for travel next time. Why don't I have Peloton anymore? Lots and lots of story tonight, guys. Lots and lots of story. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to get here and there's going to be a cutscene. And I'll be like, well, it can't be that long. And then it'll be about 20 minutes long. And Mr. Fan will be like, for God's sake, woman. Because that's what he does. And look, everyone's... Hoary Boulder! I love Hoary Boulder. He's so cool. And my dudes. No, not that old watching place. Okay. Like, really watch it. Okay. As opposed to half watching it. Okay, there's Alpha and Mini Alexander.
All present and accounted for? Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
Prelude music. That can't be bad, right? Right. I got a bad feeling about this. It's going to be like not Ocean's 11. What's it called? Apollo 13. We're just going to explode in a big ball of fire before we even take off. Right. Right.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this
Sid.
bloody murder. But we did it. We finished the ship.
Hurrah. Well then I know it's going to work, Sid.
It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a Garland through and through.
You need to say the thing. One thing.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
What would we do without Sid? Oh, right, okay.
Don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of star-faring vessels.
Of course you have, Sid. Avengers, assemble.
And as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do.
I mean, that would be good.
But feel free to throw in a colourful recounting of your journey on your return.
Of course.
So, have you thought of a name?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Boaty McBoatface, obviously, is the answer.
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
Ooh, what should we call a boat? Boaty McBoatface.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration.
The collaborator.
And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible.
The Hydralin?
from a fragment of Dalamud. We obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars.
Okay.
And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louis not fought to protect this world. And in so doing, laid down his life.
Nice. I approve.
Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here.
Maybe, baby.
In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us.
Yeah, I thought he was going to call it Louis.
The Starship Ragnarok.
Hang on. Hold on. Right. I've seen the Thor movie. Just no. It does not end well. Okay then. Ragnarok is, apparently. I mentioned blowing up, so that's great.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Hey! All the Beast Tribe peoples.
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations.
Nice living way.
You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves!
Say what? I'm glad Arangia knows what's going on.
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magic.
The power of faith. Oh, cool. We're going to make primals. Wonderful. That always goes well.
Care to explain for our benefit?
Thank you, Thancred.
As you may have witnessed at Bestways Burrow, the Loperids are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment. Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Okay.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
I control the primal with my summons. This is true, Shatai. Nice.
Drawing upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it. A derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
Okay, you're not making this a lot clearer, Arangia. I like to say you like to use a lot of words.
I see. By combining the Loperit's magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience.
Cool. Do I get to keep them as summons? Because I'm on board with that.
Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
I still don't think that went well.
Indeed! While Heidelin gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar.
Smart.
She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
But they just kind of get smaller as their power gets used up.
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
I mean, it's a sensible concern. I think.
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief.
Oh. Know a few religions like that.
Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics,
The original and the best.
except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
And if you do, I'll just flick you in the head. It'll be fine. And snap you out of it.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan.
Sorry, bad.
But none of us would ever turn our backs on you.
I still want to be a mermaid lady. A land mermaid. A snake lady. That's so cool.
When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them.
Mm-hmm.
Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship.
Well, racism bad. Friendship good. In a nutshell.
In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Cool. Can we get the turtle guy back? What was his name? Guido? Guido? He would be a benevolent
We're
dude.
heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
True that.
Lead the way.
Hmm.
May we have a moment?
I'll allow it.
In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
I think these two might be my new favourite characters. Breeders, Mama and Papa. They're so cool.
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem.
Do you know who she sounds like? Zoe Wanamaker. You know who played Madame Hooch in Harry Potter? Can anyone else hear that? Right, listen to her voice again and tell me that I'm wrong.
Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok.
Well, what if we don't all want to go together?
There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them.
Fair. Good idea.
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
That's the plan.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
That I have no doubt of. At least, well, I'm slightly concerned about all that I have to eat is carrots. Please someone tell me they put some cake and some coffee on board.
Then you should board as well. Go. And Godspeed.
Carrot cake for sure. Thanks for that, Das. Okay, and that is whereth we lead it. Hello. I love the fact, Tyrus, you're a spaceman though. You look a little bit like Ant-Man. Spaceman, I always wanted you to go in a spaceman into galactic. Anyway, right, I am going to head back. You really want me to do the next bit? I know you do, but it's 11:10 and we've got work tomorrow. And so for these lovely other people who are here with us, so we'll save it for Tuesday. Okay. That's very cool, Taurus. Right, I am going to the house. Did you see the self-control then? Did you see that? Tuesday will be spicy. Nice, I better have a curry in anticipation. And no bleeding carrots. Oh dear. Hello, Xavier. Right. Shall we go up to the observation tower? I feel like I need to be up here looking at the stars today. Carrot curry, absolutely not. That's what's wrong with you. Come up here, guys, to our star tower. Let's just chill up here, shall we? We can look at the stars. Right, thank you everybody for all of you being here with me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's stream. We've had lots and lots of story. Obviously last time was a lot of drama with lots of fighting, so a bit more chill tonight, which is probably good because I think my blood pressure and my emotions needed a rest, to be honest. Oh, look at us all chilling together. That's nice, isn't it? Let's have a little picture. I like the little monster in the background. Whose is that? Okay. So, as you know, it's a crazy, 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 crazy world at the moment. Sometimes it's good to step back from the news and from social media because it can be a bit stressful with everything that's going on. But I know that people are quite concerned about family and relatives in Middle Eastern countries, so I hope all of your people are safe. I know that people are concerned about the impact it's going to have on things like fuel prices, so you know, if you're worried about bills and stuff, talk to your energy companies, talk to your bank, those kind of things, okay? And it's just important to look after yourselves. If you need to do stuff to look after yourself, like maybe make a little sort of like emergency box of supplies, it's not a bad idea if it makes you feel better with everything that's going on in the world. But the most important thing is to keep safe, look after yourselves, as I say, step back from sometimes from the news, and just remember that at the end of the day, a grown man has had a temper tantrum about a list he's been found on, and is trying to divert the world's attention with a war. It's not really the way to go, is it? But it's important to look after ourselves. So, I will be back on Tuesday for a Sabasi stream. And I look forward to hearing what you guys have all been up to over the weekend. Hope you have a good time. I'm going to raid you over to Yonsens, which is a great name. Please do stay for the raid. Raid messages in the chat. And I look forward to Tuesday. Endwalker is getting very spicy indeed. Thank you everybody for being here. I always enjoy your company. Please look after yourselves. Good night everyone.